Good morning, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and we have a whole bunch of TCG imports for the next Cyberstorm Access. I want to go over these cards with you, so let's just go straight into this. So we have like 10 cards to go over. We have a plethora of cards, and I don't even know where to start, so I guess I'll go with the first card revealed, and then work our way up. So the first card we have revealed today, as it loads onto my screen, because they just keep revealing like a shit ton of cards today, is the first card is Moza Knight, the Comet General. It's a light level 1, 100 attack, 100 defense. So stat-wise, it's awful. And it's a level 1 though, and it's a Pendulum 11 scale. Alright, let's see what the catch is for 11 scales. Usually they have some gimmick that locks you. Alright, so 11 scale, Pendulum Effect monster. If you Pendulum summon a monster, place this card on the top or bottom of your deck, and that's its only downside. This scale effect is absolutely insane. This gives every deck a generic 11 scale. You'll never have to worry about like Pendulum summoning ever again. If you're like, oh, I don't have a high scale, this card is your high scale now. And it's a level 1 light warrior monster, meaning it's searchable a multitude of ways with warrior cards. Absolutely insane Pendulum effect. The fact that it's just an 11 scale is absolutely absurd. Monster effect, if you draw this card, reveal it, during the main phase of this turn, conduct one Pendulum summon in addition to your Pendulum summon. So, if you use the effect, place it on top of the deck, and then you draw it, basically you get to ultimately 2 Pendulum summons. That's absolutely absurd. That's insane. And overall great. And if you don't remember, this card puts itself on the top of the deck. Meaning, if you're in a combo deck, you can search this card, Pendulum summon with it, place it on the top of the deck, draw a card, get the card back, and now you have another Pendulum summon, which is absolutely insane. And it is a level 1 warrior, but you can just Pendulum summon it out and then use it as material. Absolutely absurd. Next card, Golden Cloud Beast Melong. It's a light level 6 Dragon Synchro Tuner effect monster. So right now, I already know Punks can make this card. How do I know that? Any 2 level 3s makes this guy, which is absolutely crazy. So what does this card do? If this card is special summon, increase or decrease its level by 1. So if we're playing Punk, we can increase this card to level 7, and then any level 7 plus 3 equals a 10 for Baron. Crazy. If this card is sent to Graveyard, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, return it to the hand. That's crazy. So not only can this thing turn itself to a 5 to make Synchro 8 for us Punk players, but it can also turn itself into a level 7 to make Baron for our Punk players. That's absolutely kind of crazy. And then it's compulsed when it's sent to Graveyard. I can see this being played in Punk. So you can make a 5 and then climb into an 8. Really easy. Now it does require a lot of resources to do that because you require 2 level 3s. And it technically doesn't give you any advantage upside of that. But it is a compulse. So going second, it does force out a couple things. So I like it. I just don't know how good it is. It's definitely a good climbing piece. I can definitely see Virtual World or Punk playing this card, or at least experimenting with it. We have Imperial Princess Queen Larry, Dark level 5, Cybers XYZ, 2 level 5s. Detach 1 material from this card, target 1 level 5 monster from either graveyard, special summon it into the field. If this face-up level 5 monster controls destroy battle or card effects and leaves the field because of opponent card effects, while you control this monster, either add that monster to the hand or special summon 1 level 5 from your deck. You'll use each effect once returned. Really cool effect. But if anyone reads it, it sucks. And it does anything else besides special summon level 5s. Which, the only deck I can think of is Cyber Dragons. And I don't know why they wouldn't make Infinity instead. So, honestly, it's alright. Pack filler. Alright, so now we have Pendulum Pendant. Normal spell card. Banish 5 face-up Pendulum monsters from your extra deck. Place 1 Pendulum monster from your deck or face-up extra deck in your Pendulum zone. Banish this card from your graveyard. Target 1 card in any Pendulum zone. reduce its pendulum scale by 1 or minimum 0. You only activate this effect once per turn. And it's cool. It requires 5 in your extra deck. And by then, you're already pendulum summoned. So, I don't know. Definitely another pack filler card, but not bad. It's really hard to put 5 face-up pendulums monsters in your extra deck without pendulum summoning. I guess maybe Valiant, but even then, would you play this as a Valiant? Probably not. How did Dia get here? I think Dia is like Earth Grepher or something like that. Or Dark Grepher. If this card you control is destroyed by opponent's card or effect, place up in your field zone one field spell with a different name than the cards in your field zone. Then remove 5 monsters from your deck that can be special summoned with different names from each other. Your opponent randomly picks one to special summon. The rest gets shuffled back in the deck. You only use the effect of how did I get to here once per turn. So I can see potential with this card. The idea is that, okay, let's say if I play like a field spell control deck, get like rotate field spells and then special summon. Like, for example, if Mystic Mine was still legal, this can place Mystic Mine, which would be insane. But for example, Tier Elements, they can like place the field spell for Tier Elements, which could then trigger to then add them to Hophimus. And then Hophimus can trigger when your opponent activates a monster, then you start milling. And then this can also special summon a Merly from deck. But it's not guaranteed, it's random. You might just get a Hophimus that way. I don't know. Card's interesting, I don't think it's good. Let's just move on. So now we have the next wave of cards that got revealed today. Because originally this was where the video ended. But then Konami was like, we have 7 more imports for you. So I was like, shit, I gotta remake the video. So here we are. We have Wish Dragon. This is a light level 2 dragon. Tribute this card, special summon 2 dragon tokens. Earth level 1, attack 0, and defense 0. And right there, I thought this card was going to be amazing in Punk. It's like, if we can just special summon this thing onto the field, we can tribute it, get 2 level 1 Earth tokens, and then make a Naturia Beast. I was like so happy. And then I read the second effect, and it just sucks. Also, for the rest of this turn, you can't special summon for an extra deck for the rest of the turn, except level 5 or higher dragon monsters. This card's pack filler, and no one's playing it. Next card, Voltus. Voltus, it looks like another pack filler card. It's Fiend, 1700 attack, 1900 defense, level 4. If this card is normal summon, you can excavate the top 3 cards of your deck. If you do, you can banish 1 excavated monster to add 1 monster of the same name to your hand from either your deck or other excavation cards. Also, shuffle the rest back into deck. Then once a turn during either player's turn, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent at this turn, after being normal summoned, excavate the top 3 cards of your deck and then place them in any order. I can see like some gimmicky trap deck playing this, but I don't know what monster is searching in trap decks. So, And then again, it uses your normal summon, so I don't think it's that good. Now we have Aurora June of Moon. Now this card looks fantastic. The first thing I saw, I thought this was like a witchcraft support or like Magistus support, but it isn't. So we'll just have to read what it does. So it's a Aurora Jura. It's a water spellcaster, effect monster, level 5. If you control a face-up card in your spell and trap zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon 1 Aurora of June once per turn this way. Gain 600 attack and defense for each face-up spell and trap on the field. Send 2 face-up cards from your spell and trap zone to graveyard. Send a level 4 or lower from your deck to grave. So this card's absolutely absurd. Not only is it a free special summon at the level 5, so any 3 makes an 8, or any 5 makes a 10, but it also Foolish Burials by sending spells you control, which who cares if you already used them? So you can activate your field spell, activate some like continuous spell or something, use their effects, then send this card, send them to the graveyard, and then like Foolish Burial, whatever you need. Like imagine it's in Brave. Like let's say you're playing like a Brave pack, it's like ABCs. You activate ABC Union Hanger, use the Union Hanger effect, you activate the Brave package, you activate June and Moon, send both those cards to grave, then you Foolish Burial whatever you want. Not a bad card. Now, I don't know if you're playing this over Magician's Souls, but it's still interesting, so I recommend it. It's definitely breakable. Next, we have Kitty Tail Mythical Beast of the Forest. Level 2, Earth, Non-Tuner. Could this be our Naturia target? We'll find out. If this card is normal or special summon, target one beast, beast warrior, winged beast, insect, or plant monster in your graveyard. Send one monster from your deck to graveyard with the same original type as that monster. If this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by opponent's card effect, add one beast, beast warrior, winged beast, insect, plant from your deck to hand. You can only use the effect once per turn. I like the first effect. The fact that it's on normal or special, as long as you have another beast or beast warrior or insect or whatever, it dumps one, which is pretty cool. It adds any. Oh no, it's Foolish Burials any of these types, which is kind of crazy. I can see some Splight Melfi decks play this card. Now as for its second effect of it getting destroyed, and then searching a beast, beast warrior, wing beast, insect, or plant, I don't know how possible that is, but I can definitely see some decks playing with this, so who knows. This card actually has potential, and I like it. If only it special summon itself, we'll play this in Punk. Alright, so next card. We have Baphomet, the Sacred Sheep of Shrub. 2+ level 4 monsters. You can detach one material from this card. Target one normal trap in your graveyard. Place it on the bottom of the deck, then draw one. If a normal trap card is activated the turn, except during the damage step, you can detach material from this XYZ you control. And if you do special summon one level 4 monster from your hand, you only use each effect of this card once per turn. This card screams Trap Tricks. Like, this is like unofficial Trap Trick support. It revolves around trap cards. It special summons a level 4 from deck or from hand. I can see some like goofy Trap Trick shenanigans with this card. I don't know if they'll be playing it because they have such good cards from the structure deck, but I can definitely see it as like a cool one-of. We have some new trap cards, and that should be it. We have Reincarnation of the 7th Emperor. I don't know how important that is, but that sounds really cool. During the damage calculation, so it's already bad. If your number, XYZ, that has a number between 101 and 107 in its name, or your XYZ monster that has any such monsters as material, battles, banish the monster you control. Also banish its materials. During the end phase of the turn this is activated, special summon one rank 3 or lower XYZ from your extra deck and set number monsters. And if you do, inflict damage to its original attack. Filler. Next card, Rebirth of the 7 Emperors. Ah, Jesus, all these Emperor cards. Tribute all XYZ monsters you control. Then target one face-up banished XYZ monster. Special summon it. Then if you do, attach one number XYZ monster that are banished or in your graveyard to it as material up to the number between 101 and 107 in their names. Up to the number the same number. Tribute the activated this card. During the end phase of the turn you activate this card. Each player takes 200 damage for each card. 2 really bad trap cards to end it out. And that's all we have. I hope you all enjoy. I went over all the new cards that just got revealed in the last hour or two. Let's make a deck profile real quick and see what we got. Hope you all enjoy. Don't do anything stupid. See ya.